64-28. 64-28. So again, I can't be too mad at Cashman because he's able to put a team that has played well, and you can't argue that. But now to the second half of the season, and we started off a little sluggish. I was blessed. Shout out to the plug. Was able to get a ticket to the game. The second of the doubleheader. The 7-5 loss. And it was an exciting game. I like to see it. What I didn't like to see was before the game started, oh my man. So Houston parking is very, very tough. If you live in Houston, if you've never been to Houston before, you've never been to a Houston downtown, parking get a little tough, get a little expensive. All right, I wanted to be cost effective, so I parked at my man's crib and walked about 15 minutes to the stadium. All right, so I'm pretty hot. It's pretty hot outside. I was in my work pants. The only shirt I had on was a SpongeBob shirt. And I switched to some sneakers. So I'll be honest with you, I was pretty hot. He was getting to me. So I'm so hot. I'm pretty drenched with sweat. I'm waiting for any breeze to catch my eye. To bring me back to life. I'm standing in one of the longest lines I've ever been in any sporting event I've ever been to. And a gust of air conditioned wind blows past my face. And I feel like it was a hug from heaven saying it's okay. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I look over, and it's a stadium employee screaming at somebody like, "Come this way! Hurry up!" So for a moment in my mind, I'm like, okay, she giving me the clearance? She looked at me right in the eyes and was like, "Back up, sir, please." So she wasn't talking to me. An older light-skinned gentleman walks up and stops and talks. Hey, I didn't know where to, she tells him, hey, you're supposed to come this way, yada, yada. They chop it up for a few seconds. He looks me right in the eyes, and walks into the building. He's about 15 feet from me, if that. I was about 8 feet from me. If I wanted to, I could have lunged and grabbed and tackled him. The guy walks in, and the lady, the same lady that told me to back up, she was like, do you know who that was? In my mind, I'm like, I think I know who he was, but he has a Houston hat on. The lady goes, that was Reggie Jackson. I'm like, ma'am, Mr. October? Why does he have a Houston hat on? Come to find out, Reggie Jackson works for Houston. I had no clue. I literally was standing 8 feet away from Mr. October, and I wasn't sure because of his hat. The heat, like I said, I don't know if I was weary. I don't know. Like I said, the heat. It was very humid, running full speed. I wasn't sure it was just hot. I'm like, man, this can't be Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. 3 home runs for the Yankees with this Houston hat on. Now, again, I was coming straight from work, so I didn't have any Yankees memorabilia on. So the guy in line, I guess he assumed I was a Houston fan. So he looks to me, he was like, oh, yeah, Reggie Jackson works for us. He's like a head scout or something. Excuse me? Mr. October works for someone that's not Pinstripes? Now, I don't know the situation. I don't know Reggie. I don't know the guys in charge for the Yankees. But we couldn't make that work. I don't know. So that's how the day started. I'll be honest with you. I was already that really messed me up. The closest sports icon that I've ever been in that situation. That was it. Because Spike Lee, even though he's a Knicks, icon, he's not a player. So, he's never affected games on the court. Well, I take that back. Reggie Miller would say different. But you know what I mean. But yeah, so I go to the stadium, feeling good. Like once I get in the stadium, the air conditioner, the dome was closed. So it was feeling pretty ripe for some good baseball. I had amazing seats. Like I said, shout out to the plug. Amazing seats, third row. And I'm looking out. And I'm saying to myself, of course, Aaron Judge. He's not in the outfield. So it was a crazy game. It started off right as I get in. Home runs from Alvarez.
This guy, Yordan Alvarez. Hey, check this guy's blood. Check his blood. He might be on steroids. Check his blood.
Who, again, we need to check this guy's blood. He's a young man, young bull. I like it. I respect it. I'm just saying, is the standardized test, have they went his way? Have they knocked on his door? I'm just asking, no disrespect. Keep your hustle up, but no disrespect. I'm just saying, let's keep everything fair on a fair playing ground. Yeah, I came in. Alvarez definitely started the party early with a big bomb. And then Bregman homered as well. So that wasn't great. And then Alvarez again. Really, Alvarez killed us. I'll come on and say Alvarez killed us. He's going out for MVP against Judge. There's a lot of fanfare with that. People are not sure who they want to go for. You know, I myself think Aaron Judge is the MVP as of now. Because really, again, you look at the Yankees. Stan's got a big bat, providing a lot of power. DJ LeMahieu hasn't had the season that he's accustomed to having. Gleyber Torres is not having a great season. Josh Donaldson, Hicks, all not having it. Connor Falefa, not having great, Connor Falefa's playing okay. I don't want to disrespect, he's playing okay. Trevino's playing well. Matt Carpenter, we got him off the street. He ripping home runs, playing out his mind. That's what the pinstripe do to you sometimes, though. But even then, again, like, Aaron Judge is carrying this team. Anthony Rizzo, shout out to him. I didn't mention him in the last breakdown. But the game was Domingo Germán, a guy that he really did us dirty. Well, I don't say us, because obviously the domestic violence was bigger than the effect it had on the Yankees. So I don't want to, sound insensitive to that. But that being said, when he had his best season, he wasn't able to play in the playoffs. And if I'm not mistaken, was that 2017? When he led the major leagues in wins and then couldn't play in the playoffs because of the domestic violence dispute? So he's been a big what if. A guy that dazzled us early, was supposed to, like I said, came in playing over his head early. And then right when we had the chance to do something big with him, he was suspended. He's been hurt. He comes back. I was hopeful. I was actually excited to see that he was pitching today. Again, because he hasn't pitching so long. Want to see where he's at. Want to see how he's going to look adding to the rotation. Because that's a big addition without having to give anything up. And he played like a bum. Played like a guy that hasn't played in a long time. And I don't disrespect, I'm not saying he's a bum. He played like one. 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 home runs, only got 2 Ks. It's pretty bad. Through 58 pitches, 34 for strikes. Nah, that's bad. Yeah, he pitched a bad game. He got blitzed early. He did somewhat, I guess. No, he got blitzed early and got him out of there. It was really tough. I was trying to find a way to say he literally did not weather the storm in any way, shape, or form. He played really bad. I don't care that he ended with a scoreless inning, but that was just more so for his pride. But I guess it is positive that the last innings pitch was clean. And then Gleyber Torres with the home run. I'm not sure what to believe he's going to be going forward. When we first got him for trading Aroldis Chapman, allowing the Cubs to take Chapman and win a ring with him, and then getting him back, I thought that was an all-time move. Give me this beat, fool, it's a full-time Jack move. I thought we Jay-Z Joe Budded him. It turns out we did not, because he couldn't pump it up. We got to see more. You got to see more from me, Torres, or he's going to end up on another team. Whether by hook or crook, we don't know. But he cranked out a homer to left and third.
Show me something, Gleyber. Show me something, Gleyber. Got a little trot. A little home run trot. Okay.
To make it a 2-5 game. And at that point, it was pretty exciting. You know, I was thinking maybe we're gonna do something. And then come the 6th, we're batting back and forth, and McCormick hits a home run to right to make it 7-2. Now, interesting about this game, and actually the ball actually went right over my head, it landed probably about 6 rows above me. A Yankee fan caught the ball, right? Yankee fan catches the ball, and I immediately scream out, "Hey, stand your ground, brother."
Oh, so a Yankees fan caught it. Hey, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Hey, that's crazy.
This is Texas. They gonna come at you. You gotta stand your ground. I knew they were gonna come at him hard for the ball. I know some people are screaming, throw it back. Listen, I'm a big sports fan, all right? Huge sports. I'm a sports fanatic. I will label myself a sports fanatic. And I understand the whole opposing team, you catch the ball, you throw it back. I understand it, right? I'll tell you right now, if you see me catch a baseball at a game and it's for the team that's not the Yankees, it's for sale, baby. Straight cash, homie. Whoever got the most cash at that moment, that's their baseball. That baseball's going home with them. And it's quick. I'm who on it? Who got the cash? No, I might even take Cash App, maybe, but you got to send it before I put the ball in your hand. So listen. So I see the ball go up, I make the video, and I'm like, oh yeah. Like I see the people are crowding, I'm crazy. So I was ear hustling a little bit. There's one guy that was sitting behind me. Shout out to him, he was a Yankees fan. He was going back and forth with an Astros fan, but positive fan banter. And so he was friends with someone that was in the area. So the guy, the guy that caught the baseball, the Yankees fan, was instantly getting bombarded by people, like I said, telling him to throw it, trying to buy it, yada, yada. So at first, he kind of was just so shell-shocked and overwhelmed that he just, curled up in the ball and sat in his seat. Lo and behold, the guy, like I said, the guy that was sitting close to me, he said his friend started wearing on him, in a friendly way. Just, hey, man, I'll give you some money for the ball. Like, you don't gotta, Turns out he sweet-talked this guy into giving up the ball for $20. A dub. I can't believe it. He can't even pay for parking with 20. I don't know where he parked, but I'm sure he paid more than 20 to park there. That's ridiculous, brother. You got it. Where's your negotiation skills? Did you even try to leverage the deal against someone else? He took the first. Really, that sounds like, when I hear that, he just wanted to get off the ball. He didn't want the pressure no more. He couldn't take the heat. I don't really sound like a Yankees fan. I don't know. Maybe someone got him a jersey and got him a ticket. Because that's terrible. $20. $20. And again, we're in the low section. The home run guy, they're in the low section. These guys, you assume you guys got a couple dollars on them. Enough for a pizza or something. Give me something else. You got to add on to that dub. I know you got 100 on you. At least. But I digress. So like I said, it was looking shaky at that point. 6th inning. Not many outs left. But I kept saying, hey, listen, baseball is a crazy game. You never know. And as a kid, I always, watching the game, I always said, if we had more outs than runs down, we're in good shape. So I remember, even though we were down 5, I remember we had 6 outs left or something like that when I said that. So we still had a chance. And then that man came up in the 9th with Connor Falefa and DJ LeMahieu on base. Aaron Judge came with a wallop.
I knew it was his season. Let's go. Big Aaron Judge, it's a game, baby. Gotta play 9. MVP chance. The MVP chance at a away crowd. It's amazing.
Took it out the stadium. And for the record, that's the second time I got an Aaron Judge home run on camera, which is crazy because in baseball, you never know what pitch. To let you know I know the game. Now again, I'll be real with you, it was Aaron Judge, so I was probably recording no matter what. However, if you go back and look to when I started recording, I usually, depending on the feel of how the at-bat is going, is when I'll start. And I just had a feeling. And the guy in the video, we're gonna add it to the video, obviously. He was saying, hit the tracks. He was just Aaron Judge. He had too many bad at-bats, not bad, just bad outcomes of the at-bats. You just knew eventually he was gonna get on. He got on base. He scored 2 runs. He got a walk, got a hit. The one hit was the 3-run home run that gave us hope. And we made him sweat a little bit. Like I said, going into the 9th inning down 2-7, you're thinking they could mosey their way into an easy W. Not so fast. The New York Yankees were, but Aaron Judge was able to make them bring a high leverage pitcher in. It wasn't their closer, but we did make them bring a high leverage arm in. And he was able to get Carpenter to ground into a double play. But again, we made him bring in. We made him throw more pitches than they want to. Made him a little tighter than the game had to be. So, hey, it is what it is. No moral victories, for sure. We got to get better. But, hey, I like the fact that, we're starting this All-Star break. And it's not just roses and lollipops. You're going to face adversity. What are you going to do about it? You came out of All-Star break. You were feeling good. You guys won the All-Star game. We really won All-Star weekend if you're keeping it a bean. Like I said, Jose Trevino had a beautiful mic'd up moment. Giancarlo with the bomb in the MVP. Garrett Cole did his thing. Clay Holmes did his thing. Nasty Nestor did his thing. And then we came out and got beat in a doubleheader on the road. So what are we going to do now? Are we going to bounce back? Speaking of, as I record this, playing the Orioles, bottom of the 7th. We were up big. Now that our Orioles have fought back to 7-6. We will see. Aaron Judge getting some more home runs. I'm telling you, man, this guy's MVP in my book. Now, granted, I guess my book's a little swayed. But you can't tell me this guy isn't playing fantastic. He's carried this team, if you ask me, 2 home runs tonight. But what are we gonna do? Is it gonna be a Juan Soto? Are we gonna trade for Juan Soto? I hope we do. To be honest with you, I'd like to trade for Juan Soto. And baseball more than other sports, when you have a generational talent, you have to hold on to them for dear life. The Washington Nationals, I don't know what they're thinking. Like I said, offering this man a 15-year slave deal and then making it seem like he's wrong for not taking it is erroneous to me. Absolutely absurd for them to act like that 15-year deal was something that he just had to accept. That's ridiculous. Why would that young man, a young man that's already a champion, a champion brought you a championship, why would I then take a 15-year slave deal? Now, again, I'm not saying that at that amount of money, the average person should sign. That's not what I'm saying. Juan Soto isn't the average person. He's still a young Thundercat that can bring the lightning. He's got a powerful bat, can play the field, got speed. You gotta pay this guy and respect it. So we'll see. Can we make a splash? Give up the farm system and then pay him and Aaron Judge? I would hope so. But main priority, as it's just spitballing into that, we need to prioritize Aaron Judge, and I really hope that we do. But again, that's the offseason, so we got to ride it out. Oh man, that's devastating. It's devastating, but remember, anyone listen to this, and anyone who sees myself as a representative of them with the New York Yankees, we do not see any team as anything other than that. Just another team. All we're looking at is number 28 and how we can get it. Anything between that is just semantics. More Yankees content coming up. I'm definitely gonna, when the playoffs come and creeping up towards it, gonna keep giving you more. I apologize, Yankees. Like I said, I let the superstition get to my head. Like I said, we were getting hot. We were a terrible team when I made those videos. I don't even want to go back because, like I said, I don't want to get too, because I don't want to. If the superstition is real, I don't want to jinx it. So we're here to persevere. I appreciate you listening. I really do. You could have been with anybody. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to give me your ears for these moments, and I appreciate that. I really do. Don't hold me like you don't know me. Like, subscribe, send it to a buddy. You got something you want to talk, you got a topic on your mind, on your heart, that you feel like I could tackle, I'm here for you. Master Bruce CB, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, just Master Bruce on Instagram. I appreciate you.